Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So as previously reported, we do have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the legendary Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, taken to the track in the women's 100 meters at the Luzern meeting that comes up tomorrow, the 16th of July. But since then, a host, and I mean a plethora of other athletes, including a host of Jamaicans, have also joined Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce to take part in this women's 100 meters. And we're going to get a great race or some great races because clearly, based on how many women are in this lineup, it won't be one race. Actually, it will be three heats. So it'll be interesting to see which athletes get in heat A versus heat B and, of course, heat C. And I'm hoping that they also get the seedings correctly for this particular race. So, yes, I did say Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce lines up in the 100 meters. She's here. My prediction for her or my expectation is a 10.8 range run. I think that will be a great indication for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce heading into another global championships, her fifth Olympic Games. And she's been talking up things, on social media saying, hey, she's going for gold in Paris. So I'm definitely excited to see what Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce comes out and does tomorrow. Also, we did see her in the sprint documentary, and I love her mindset where she said something along the lines of, I'm not there to shake your hand, I'm there to compete and win, right? So I love that fierceness about her, and clearly that's what has kept her going all these years, that every single time she lines up, regardless of who is there with her, she wants to win. And I love that about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And here she takes to this final tune-up race, you would say, heading into the Paris Olympic Games. And as I said, I'm expecting something around a 10.8-ish performance. We may get something faster because, again, we see her talking things up on social media. So maybe we get something faster. And again, that will remind people that, yes, she's here to actually win, a gold medal, because I do see persons online making it seem as though, hey, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is no longer in the conversation. But she's here to remind you all that, no, 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 no. Once I'm here, I'm definitely here for gold. No, the Jamaicans that join her in this cast, as I said, quite a few Jamaicans. Do not know if all these Jamaicans will make it to the same heat or heat A based on the seeding, but I'm just going to give you a rundown of these Jamaicans, and hopefully we'll be able to see them toe the line with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. So we have Briana Williams that lines up here. She hasn't run since our national championships. She has a season's best of 11.08 seconds. So I'm interested to see what type of run she will give us here. Now for me, track this is a very interesting race when I think about the likes of Briana Williams, because I did say in a video talking about the relays that I would love to have seen a starter that was on the team in previous years and has that experience, right, being a part of the team. Briana Williams was one of those athletes that I did point out as well. Now, incidentally, also performing is Kemba Nelson at this particular meeting. And Kemba Nelson is coming off the back of an 11.04 second clocking, which equals her season's best. And this was a clocking that was done, over the weekend at a meeting that a lot of people were saying, hey, the times are fake because the meeting was held at high altitude. So that being said, I'm quite interested to see how a Kemba Nelson runs and also how a Briana Williams runs, given the fact that Kemba Nelson was given the green light to run on the 4x1 relay, or at least at this particular point, she is a reserve. So I'm intrigued to see how both athletes go, given the fact that, as you all know, Briana Williams would have had very good legs for Jamaica and the 4x1. Now, also taking part in this 100 meters, we have Jodine Williams. She's been having the season of her life, 11.01 so far this season, done at the national championships. So I'm intrigued to see again what she does here. She's been having great runs as well, so I expect a good run from her as well. Also lining up is Sashalee Farbs. Now, y'all know she's part of the relay construct as well. So I'm intrigued to see how she runs. She has gone so far this season 11.03 seconds, right? So again, I'm intrigued to see how these athletes that are taking part in the relay match up against each other, or how athletes that are formerly been a part of the relay construct will measure up against these said athletes, right? And then, of course, we have the likes of a Serena Cole and a Tina Clayton not having their best season season trackies, but we all know the injury concerns with these athletes coming into this year. So we're expecting better things from them in coming years. As well, trackies, Natasha Morrison lines up here as well. Didn't have her best outing, I believe, over the weekend. Let's see what she does here at this particular meeting. Now, the athlete that I do think will challenge Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, given if they're in the same heat, is a Mujinga Kambunji. Now, Mujinga Kambunji comes off a massive season's best 10.90 seconds. But track is coming out of that meeting again, just like with the Kemba Nelson, they were in the same race actually, where Kemba placed third to her, right? The thought process was for a lot of people, hey, this particular meeting is at high altitude, these times are not legit, right? So my thought process now is, what can Mujinga Kambunji do in this particular race in Luzern? Will she be able to prove her form and fitness by running similar times in Luzern? That's the thought process, or at least that is what I'm looking out for, because I did say in my video talking about the particular performances that Mujinga Kambunji is an athlete that typically makes it to finals at global championships, and based on this particular performance, she is rounding into shape at the right time and looks as though she's set to make another global championship final in the women's 100 meters. But again, given the fact that particular meeting was at altitude, I'm intrigued to see how these performances look when they're not running at high altitude. But that being said, still have Mujinga Kambunji as a favored athlete in this particular race, as well as I'm looking out for Celera Barnes as well from the United States of America, looking out to see what she does. She has done an 11.02 so far this season. So most of these athletes are in and around the same season's best time. So it's really gonna be, a close race. Separate from a Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce that I do expect to be, well out there leading this race. I do think everybody else in this race will be quite close, packed up together. I do think that, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce walks with the win hands down. And I do think challenging for those other top three spots is possibly a Mujinga Kambunji and also a Sashalee Forbes, though I am looking forward to seeing the likes of a Briana Williams and also a Kemba Nelson as well up there in the top rankings. Oh, I forgot about this athlete. I'm looking out for as well Gina Lukenkemper. She's also here, trackies. This is a long start list, so forgive me if I missed anybody's name. So Gina Lukenkemper is also here, so look out for her in this race. I'm assuming that she will be in heat A as well, right? So look out for Gina Lukenkemper as well in this women's 100 meters. But all in all, trackies, I do think we'll get a good race from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, though I do think separate races will be happening in one race. Let's put it that way. I think Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is just going to be having her own race, and I think that the likes of a Mujinga Kambunji, Sashalee Forbes, as well as Gina Lukenkemper, if the other Jamaicans do make it into the same heat, like Kemba Nelson, Briana Williams, I do think a lot of these athletes will be bunched together, maybe having, separate races happening, going on in that women's 100 meters. But overall, as I said, I do expect a great race, and I'm looking out for different things from different athletes. So let me know your thoughts now in the comment section below. So Luzern is stacking up to be I guess, Jamaica Sports Day at this particular point, with so many Jamaicans taking part there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as it relates to how you expect these performances to go. Like the video, of course, trackies, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.